Good morning, everyone, afternoon, whatever time of day it is that you find yourself watching this video. Getting ready to do our September faculty meeting. Let me get it going here. Okay, typically we start our faculty meeting off with some good things, so I will ask you guys to share your good things when we have our PLCs here on Wednesday. Just a reminder for our norms and our social contract, probably the same kind of with these digital meetings. You don't have to worry about sidebar conversations, but if you are watching at home, just try to limit distractions. Open-minded, respectful, make it fun by participating, and staying on time, on task, and on topic. Some GE things to go over. Make sure you are using the greeting and greeting your kiddos at the door. Working on those complete sentences, especially whenever we're in front of the school, so in Tiger Pride and morning announcements. Go over and review your 17 practices. Those can be found in your teacher notebook. Just please review those and see what's going on. Work on always staying positive. That neck up checkup is in the restroom for a reason. I have to look at mine every morning. Just make sure your neck up checkup and staying positive. When you're feeling down and discouraged, just remember our kids deserve the best from us every single day. And then greeting kids in the hallway. The next thing I want to go over is assertive discipline, just making sure that you are following through with our assertive discipline at Mansville School. For pre-K through second grade, first offense is a warning, then we've got lost recess, additional lost recesses, and then make sure you are writing them up and sending them to me. One thing I will ask you is if you've already contacted the parents, it's important that you do contact parents because I give them secondhand information. You give them information directly from you about what's going on. Also best if you can contact them before the kids get home so they can get your side of the story before they get the kiddo side of the story. There's going to be an ATV safety course a week from today on Monday, September 17th. What this is a four-wheeler, any kind of ATV off-road vehicle safety course. This is in light of a couple years ago there was a student at Dixon, a middle school age student that passed away from ATV injuries and a wreck that she had. This is a family member that owns the insurance agency here in Mansville. She's paying to have this company come in and do an ATV safety course for all of our kids. As many of you know, lots of our kiddos ride four-wheelers, off-road vehicles on the weekends, and this is just a course to teach them about safety and how to handle themselves on those vehicles. Pre-K through third grade will be 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Probably not quite that long, but we were just planning and preparing a little in advance. And fourth through eighth grade will be 10 to 11:30. Again, that's on Monday, and we'll meet in the gym for those classes. Somehow I skipped a page, but for third, back to assertive discipline, I put that slide in the wrong place, but you'll have a warning. Okay, sorry folks, I was interrupted for a second by a phone call from the State Department, but we've got that taken care of. So now we'll skip back, talking about assertive discipline and for our third through sixth graders, and then of course the severe clause. Third through sixth graders, we want to make sure we are having them serve detention. The detentions will be with you, whether that's lunch detention or after school detention. It needs to be inconvenient. Parents need to be notified, making sure that they're doing that. And then after those steps have been followed, then it's a write-up and sent to me. Of course, this is with the exception of the severe clause, which is fighting vandalism, defying school personnel, etc. You know the items that need to be directly sent to my office, so please make sure you're just following this accordingly. The big thing is make sure you're contacting parents and communicating with them. Fall Carnival this year is going to be on Saturday, October the 13th. I had you guys all submit your booths for board approval this evening. One thing we are asking is that every teacher bring 3 to 4 prizes for bingo. You might get with Mr. Willard about some good ideas for different prizes, but some of the ones we had last year were restaurant certificates, gift certificates. We had a gift certificate for the Air Donkey zip line in Davis. Just any kind of gift cards, things like that that businesses may want to donate for the bingo prizes would be greatly appreciated. Again, we're asking every teacher to please get 3 or 4 prizes for bingo. The tickets are 50 cents each, so be thinking about how much you want to charge for your booth. And it's 4 weeks from this Saturday, so just keep those dates in mind. First 9 weeks AR goal. Their AR points will be due on that Friday before spring break. I believe that it falls on the 12th, Friday, October the 12th. Please make sure we're not setting blanket goals, meaning 10 AR points for every first grader. It needs to be based on their star reading scores. So if they've got a higher score, they're probably going to need to achieve more points. Let the kids help set their goals, and then the ones that reach their goal will get to go to the Brown Hay Maze, and we'll do that the Thursday before fall break. And that's already been set. Observations and evaluations. Career teachers or teachers with more than 3 years experience will get 1 observation in November and an evaluation in December. Probationary teachers, ones that have been here less than 3 years, will get 1 observation in October, 1 in November, and an evaluation in December. This year, the State Department has implemented a new program called Professional Learning Focuses. We'll discuss those during PLCs, and I'm also going to be sending you a PowerPoint. Just a second. Sorry, interruption again. Someone at the door. So referring back to PL Focus, that's a word that you're going to hear at the State Department of Education this year. We'll discuss this more in detail during PLCs, but every teacher will be required to create a professional learning focus this year. Those will be submitted. You can have one that you want. It can be a book study, just an area that you want to focus on. So be looking for some more information about that in your emails, and again, we'll discuss at PLCs this week. Some reminders on lesson plan objectives and your objective walls. Lesson plans are due by 8 o'clock Monday morning. The internet is down today, so of course you've got some leeway. Make sure on your objectives that you are noting those in your lesson plans and that you are posting your objectives and assignments on Mondays. If you don't already have one of the boards, the objective boards, make sure you get one from Anita. We do have some extras. And that the kids are writing in their planners what they are doing for the week or each day. Resource room with Ms. Foster. This is for students on IEPs, students with severe learning disabilities if they're not able to continue and do their work in the classroom. We always want to have kids in the least restrictive environment, which means if at best they need to be in the classroom at all times. So we do have a handful of kids that need that extra assistance, a smaller classroom environment, more one-on-one help. In that case, please work with Ms. Foster on sending kids for assistance. She is meeting on the stage with those kiddos. They need to do their instruction in the classroom, and then they can do their work in the resource room. Attendance and grades, a big one. Make sure you're taking attendance every day if you are a 5th through 8th grade teacher and have hourly classes that you're doing attendance every single hour. This is important. If we have some glitches and we have some attendance not taken, it shows up in our report for the State Department and we lose funding on that. So again, very important to take grades. Also, we get all calls sent home at 10 o'clock on Monday mornings or every day that students are absent. So make sure you're doing that correctly. On grades, there should be at least 2 grades per week in the computer for every class. So make sure you're getting your grades in. I do check that, and that you are being diligent about getting grades put in twice a week. Make sure you're not changing attendance. Only Anita can change attendance in the office. Tiger Pride, we've been doing a great job so far. This week will be Mr. Johnson, and we'll work our way down, but make sure the kiddos remember to face the front. Even though the screen is there, that screen is for the audience, not for the presenter. So have them work with them on not turning around to look at the screen, that they're facing the front, presenting to their audience. Your memorization work is a big thing. We want to display that our kids are working on their memorization skills. Really display your kids. I think everybody does it either 3 or 4 times throughout the school year. So you just have that one opportunity throughout the year, a few times to go through and show your kids, show off what you can do. Have students use complete sentences when they're up there. Invite families. That's a big one. We want to show kids and families in the community what we're doing here at Mansfield School. So make sure when it's your week to have Tiger Pride, we are inviting our families to come. And last of all, have fun. Make it fun. Make the kids excited about it. It shouldn't just be an obligatory thing. It should be something that you're excited about and they're looking forward to. Kids lunch, please make sure you go over cafeteria procedures. I think it is going a little smoother this year, but make sure you're going over those with your kiddos. And I'd say try to eat lunch with your kids once a week, once every couple weeks. This will just help with their classroom or their cafeteria behavior, and you kind of get to see your kids on a different level. Technology, reminder to fill out technology work orders. If you have something really specific, come to me and I can call Scott and ask him, but if it's something that can wait, make sure you are filling out those work orders to send to him. And we'll be doing a new thing starting this week called the Sunshine Committee. This is just a little form you're going to fill out about yourself. And if you see somebody having a bad day, there's going to be a folder full of these Sunshine Committee forms in the workroom. And you want to do something nice for someone, this will give you some ideas on some of their favorite things. So be looking for that. And that concludes our faculty meeting. We'll go over this again on PLCs on Wednesday, but this just kind of gives you guys some time to watch it in the next couple of days and be able to come up with any questions that you have for our meetings on Wednesday. Thank you very much.